In these problems, we're being given some fractions and asked to write them as decimals. And you may recall that every fraction is a division problem. So if you needed to do this and you were stumped on how, you could just pull out a calculator and do 1 divided by 5 and get an answer. But when you have denominators, numbers on the bottom here that are 5 or 2 or 4, these are probably simple enough that you should just go ahead and memorize them. In fact, I bet you already know some of them just from handling money. Definitely the 2s and the 4s will work that way. And the 5s as denominators are actually pretty simple. Let me show you. So over here, we've got this list. Here we have 1/2 is 0.5. Maybe you knew that already. If you're not sure what the decimal is for 1/2, think about this. Half of a dollar is 50 cents. And this is how you would write 50 cents. It would be $0.5. So that's 1/2 is 0.5. And similarly, 1/4, well, that's 25 cents. So that'd be 0.25 in money. And 3/4 would be 75 cents. So I think you probably know these already just from being familiar with money. So when you see 1/2, 1/4, or 3/4, you should be able to write the decimal quickly as 0.5, 0.25, or 0.75. How about the fifths? Well, there's a pattern here. The first fifth is 0.2, so 1/5 is 0.2, 2/5 is 0.4, 3/5 is 0.6, 4/5 is 0.8. You can see it's going 2, 4, 6, 8. It's going up by 0.2 every time. And one way to think about this is in tenths, right? This decimal place right here, right after the decimal point, is the tenths place. And 1/5, if we multiply the top and the bottom by 2, we'll get tenths. It's 2 tenths. And that's what 0.2 says. It's a 2 in the tenths place, so this is 2 tenths. If we have, let's say, 3/5, multiply by 2, we get tenths on the bottom because 5 times 2 is 10. And on the top, we get 6, so 6 tenths or 0.6. So if you've got this in your head, I think that's a pretty easy way to be able to either memorize or quickly figure out anything with a denominator of 5. This problem says write 1/5 as a decimal, and we just did that. We got 2 tenths, and we know that's to be written as 0.2. All right, let's try one more. So this one says 3/4. So another way to think about it is 3/4. So if you had 3/4 of a dollar, you'd have 75 cents. So this is going to be 0.75. So that is a little bit of work in writing some of the simpler fractions as decimals.